Okay, once upon a time, we did High Ren. And since then, we've done Money Game. Now we're doing Money Game Part 2. Are you ready, folks? There we go. All right, the first one, this is just the lyric video. The first one that I saw was a... All right.
Strange time of living in panic and hysteria. Poor man run, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America.
Good morning, USA. We've already it's not really a lyric video because there's all this montage of stuff going on underneath it. He clearly wants you to focus also on the stuff going on behind it. He's like, please don't just focus on the words. There's a lot of things, to accompany it. I like to cut to Stan Smith from American Dad. America, America. Good morning, USA. Yeah. Are we the baddies? Are we the baddies? If you have to ask.
These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on. Needlessly bleeding resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die.
Oh yeah, by the way, now that he says that, apparently we're going to go ahead in America. Our government has decided to, we've decided apparently we're going to go ahead and do some logging on our interior. We fired all our park rangers, and we've decided to go ahead and do a little bit of logging in our national forests. So, yep. By the way, this was like 5 years ago. He put this song out too. It's not like this isn't like a new song. This is what's new. What's old is new, and what's new is old. It's just just same story over and over again. Just wealth and just it's just dispiriting to live in this world knowing that this stuff happens all of the time. This song kind of gets me down just so far. I'm just sort of like, oh man. Okay. Anyway.
If number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire.
That's
only joking,
Parliament.
only messing, don't be stressing.
Number 10.
I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my fingers on the trigger of a money game. Oh, brain.
Yeah, number 10 Downing Street, that's where Parliament is. Am I right? It's one. I know that I've heard that address before. I think like in America, like in Washington, we have like K Street, which I think is like a major lobbying. It's a major street where a lot of lobbyist offices are. So a lot of political business happens there. So 10 Downing Street, I guess is, and feel free to correct me in comments. I could just do a Google search right now if I wanted to. That's not Parliament, because Parliament is that's like Congress. That's where the Prime Minister. That's like Prime Minister office or something like that. Okay, he's one of those two. Either way, let's continue. I love this chorus.
It's easier to blame. Point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
We are. It's like, we're all part of it. But you hate society, but you have a smartphone thing. It's like, yeah, I mean, I have to live in this world. So yeah, I have to live in it. So I have to make the most out of the world I've been given.
Money is a game, and the ladder we climb turns a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime.
I haven't thought about that in a long time. Who wants to be a millionaire? Who haven't thought about that game in forever? It's been decades since that game's been on the air.
Down for you motherfuckers just line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells because there's loads on the sand. Step one, must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step two, gotta make the people think
Okay,
they want it.
listening.
Really fucking want, hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement,
Bronson.
feature, entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste.
It's weird that like people outside of the United States, outside of the UK, actually know who Bronson is. That's enough of a culture. Like not everybody knows, but like more of us know than we really ought. It's this guy who's been like locked up for the majority of his adult life. That we know that I know who Bronson is just because of that movie. And just, well, he's a cultural figure, like this guy who's infamous for just being like this ungovernable maniac who is just has to be locked in a cell that's roughly the size of a phone booth because he's just too uncontrollable. Yeah, like creating a supply and demand system by manufacturing a scarcity. I'm listening.
Free, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be a new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4. Expand. Clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5. Why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6. Sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water.
Sell Prime Energy drink.
Clock 7. Press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes. Then run to be the president of the United States. 8. Big smile.
Honestly, one day they will eventually, Logan Paul or Jake Paul will eventually be the president of the United States. You mark my words, we will have President Paul, probably by 2050. If we still have a country, we will have President Paul. We are just stupid enough to let that happen. That's not even a hot take. That's just realistic at this point. So, okay.
That's great now, the truth is overrated. Tell lies out the gate. 9. Polarize the people. Controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name.
That's part, see right there.
The world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round.
We'll come back to 9 in a second. Well, no, we'll do it now. Let's do it now. Let's do 9. 9, like, that's part of the whole game right now, is the enragement bait thing. You know, there's been times in the past where I've done that, where I'll just go out there just for the pure hell of it. Not even, like, the entire X app, there are people who buy the blue check mark because they think if they can just post bait, that they'll get enough hits and they'll get enough views that they can get a check from Daddy Elon. And for some of them, it works, you know, but that also works on Facebook. The entire thing that, I mean, even Mark Zuckerberg has admitted that kind of engagement bait works with people, and anger is a motivator to keep people clicking. That's step 9 right there in a nutshell. Social media is this thing that engages people, it enrages people, and it motivates them. It motivates them to engage with the platform, which is the product, which inevitably our anger becomes the product. No matter what side of the political spectrum you're on, your anger is now part of the product. You are part of the money game just by being on the platform and yelling at somebody in the comments about something. Or you're sitting there and you're posting your update about what's going on with, you know, what's going on in this country, and you're saying fascism is here. And yeah, okay. But okay, what? Now what? Now what do you do with that? Now you just basically, all right, now never, you know what? All right, let's continue.
A liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore. Rain, a storm it comes our way.
He tied that back in too. That was really nice. It all comes back to fascism. A lot of copyrighted images in this video. I respect that. I respect that quite a bit. I don't know if the copyright holders will respect that as much as I do, but But fuck him. Fuck the man. Yeah. We're all playing the money game. And I think I like that one more than I like Money Game 1. Money Game 1 was really good and very dramatic in terms of like its cinematic scope, just because of the nature of its production. It's one take kind of production there. And of course it helps to read the lyric video. It helped me a lot to do that. There's 3 parts to Money Game. And if I were Red, I would have just put them all out as one big part. Bob Dylan wrote a 16-minute song about the Titanic. There's no reason why he can't just do like a 12-minute song about the money game. It's interesting when you have a song that's successful like this, and then you go, okay, I'll write a sequel to it. Like I had a hit, now I'll have a sequel to the hit, and then I'll write a sequel to the sequel. It's like you've turned it into, it's like Scary Movie in a way. It's like this. So it's weird. It's like a Friday the 13th. It's like a franchise of a song. Does that make sense? It doesn't invalidate the message of the song, but but I mean, he's in a business, and his business is to try to make songs that resonate and are successful with an audience. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you down the road, okay? Bye-bye.